And welcome back, everybody. I think.
The blade is your implement. It feels like no one's like I've been.
Okay, so I think I'm. Sorry, I think this is the Spectre, so I should be able to get this one. Alright.
You take the room below. Nobody's here. As much as I appreciate, I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend. Okay. It's just like I told you. Before you have a
There's a ghost.
deep set, and finally, the rest of. Oh.
Alright, so
Wow.
this is definitely the
Absolutely
Spectre.
terrifying.
The Spectre. Let's do it.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Killer. I was hoping to see you again.
Yeah, that's fair.
The princess drifts across the room into your
Why
orbit,
is Ghost Horse so
gently running
fucking
her
cute,
fingers
though?
across your shoulders. Her touch is cold and ethereal.
Okay,
So
does she need
has
to be
a
this
body.
fucking cute?
Without a moment's hesitation, it's like you're slashing.
Slashy.
Door that I didn't say you could touch. Why are you even here? Just making sure you finished the job, or what? So, that's where the hostility comes from.
Leave it at that. Slay the Princess Hurdle.
You swing at the princess once.
Really?
Her voice chides from elsewhere in the room. You whirl around, finding her hovering between you and the basement stairs, looking you over with grim disappointment. She draws in close.
I was willing to let bygones be bygones, Killer. I was willing to ignore everything you did to me so we could get out of here. Together. All I ever wanted was to leave this place. All I ever wanted was to find a way back home. Wherever home is.
I'm going to assume home is. Oh, I'm going to assume home is.
Her eyes turn from wells of sorrow to pits of wrath as she stares into you.
I guess violence is the only language you speak.
Well, that's less cute.
She forces her hand into your chest, and then... Yeah? Nothing happens. Are you sure about that? Something should have happened. And yet it didn't. We're fine.
That's not okay, buddy.
You can't be sure if you first hear or feel what happens next, but it is over before you can fully conceptualize what it is. A horrific splintering, the squelching of organs, the rending of tissue, an icy, numbing pain.
I'm done asking. The next time I see you, I'm taking everything I owed. Starting with your body. If you won't choose to give me my freedom, I'll just have to make you give it to me.
Fair enough.
She's real now. If she's making us dead, we should return the favor.
Yes.
You swing your blade towards her briefly corporeal throat. It connects. A gash widens across her neck, glowing ectoplasm leaking from the wound.
Alrighty.
But it's too little, too late. In her hand, you realize she clutches your still beating heart. It thumps unsettlingly.
Her heart should not be red and yellow, I don't think.
Did we get her? Even if we didn't, we've given her something to remember.
See you soon, Killer.
Sure
I'm
thing.
afraid you'll never know. As she crushes your precious organ in her
We died.
hand.
The Wraith. The Wraith. Alright. No. Damn fucking pens.
You're on a path in the wood. And here we go again.
Off
To
slay her again.
The deck's stacked, isn't it? We kill her, we start again. She kills us as a goddamn ghost, we start again. I'm starting to think we're being run in circles just for the sake of it.
I don't like this.
Let's not give in to all that misery just yet. There's got to be a way out of this. There's got to be a right answer. Yeah. And what if there isn't? Aren't you listening to me? What if all of this was rigged from the start? That's ridiculous. There'd be no point in all this if it was just some kind of cosmic busy work. I think that's exactly what it is. The powers that be, seeing how many ways they can screw with us. Could be it's all some kind of sick joke to them. Okay, so you've already been here. Twice, even. Great. Then let me poke a few holes in your depressing little theory. Nobody here is screwing with you, and I can't imagine any scenario where you would have started over after slaying the princess. Well, we didn't have to start over. We killed ourselves. And why, pray tell, did you do that? Because you decided to foist an infinite tedium on us.
Pretty much.
That doesn't sound like me. If I'd had everything my way, you would have effortlessly slain the princess, saved the world, and been given your happy ending. The ending was the tedium. You locked us in a cabin and sent that cabin to an endless void, and then you told us we were happy. Well, were you happy? Of course we weren't happy. That's why we killed ourselves. It was awful. Yes. And then she killed us. Even though she was already dead. This is all fake. Okay, let's try to get back on track. You're real. The princess is real. The world is real. The people in the world are real. And the danger she poses to all of them is also, quite unfortunately, real.
Uh-huh.
Whatever you did the first time, it sounds like it almost worked. So how about you give it one last try? Because killing yourself seems to undo all the good you almost managed to accomplish. All
No, it
this
didn't.
standing around and talking is boring. Let's at least do something. Maybe we'll kill her again. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll even free her.
That sounds like a good option. To the cabin.
Continue down the path towards the cabin. It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do.
With all the spiderwebs, I don't
The more
wanna.
he talks, the more I'm interested in
I
seeing
guess I gotta see what she looks like.
Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care. It sounds like somebody's about to crack.
I mean, yes. Of course, he's trying to use reverse
The
psychology.
interior of the cabin is long and dark.
Oh, this is
A
pretty.
single narrow hallway
The
stretching
inside's
far into the
pretty.
distance. Curtains billow out from
No.
tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing
No,
gusts
it's
of
pretty.
wind
It's
rush
pretty.
into
I
the
don't want to
building,
do this.
clashing and joining and driving everything forward. The
Uh-huh.
only furniture of note is... That's strange.
What's strange?
What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
Mm.
Great. Something else has been taken away from us. I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it? You slowly... We've always been watched.
Oh,
You're
fuck.
watching us right now.
I double clicked.
Sometimes the feeling is just stronger than others. I feel like you're trying to put us on edge. We don't need all this anticipation. We just need this to be over. You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there. What are the odds she's waiting for us right now? Just out of sight, on the other side of that glass. You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening.
Wowza. Less pretty.
Nothing. It's like this place read our mind just to mess with us.
What you looking at, killer? Staring into the void? Thinking about what it'd be like to die again? I know exactly how you feel.
Oh?
Shit. Where is she?
No idea.
You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then she, the princess, constricts. Your bones snap. Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse, and you collapse with them.
Uh-huh.
You're met with the terrifying visage of the princess. Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
This is creepy again. I like it. And we get to see our legs. Interesting.
But do you know how I feel? I gave you a path to forgiveness. I gave you a chance to make things right. I thought maybe you'd seen what you've done and feel remorseful. Maybe try to make it up to me. But no, you'd rather use that knife to keep making the same mistake over and over and over. Even after I ripped your heart out, you still cut me. And for what? I didn't go anywhere. You didn't banish me. I'm right back here with you. A little better, a little worse. Well, maybe a lot worse.
Oh?
So, here's how this is going to go. I'm going to take your body, and I'm going to walk it out of here.
Not gonna walk, but okay.
And you get to watch me do it. Completely helpless. Just like you left me.
I say we let her do it. It's something different.
Sure.
Do you even have a choice? You always have a choice. Maybe before, but not now. There isn't a blade this time. Exactly. What choice is there if there isn't a blade?
Kick.
Well, unless you have any specific ideas, I think my vote's the only one that counts.
Okay.
Great. See you in a jiffy.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding.
Completely fine to me.
Her torso stretches until her face is
Okay.
practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle.
She's still got nice tits.
Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head? And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess. Not like this.
I want to do it like this. This place is fun. Seems more fun than the way I was freeing her before.
You don't even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too.
That's
Whose
okay.
fault is it there isn't a weapon here? Yours, I assume. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Whatever you did in those previous lives of yours, you really messed up.
That's okay.
Are you seriously trying to blame this on us?
Of course.
Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul.
Okay. Oh.
You're awake. Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong. It's so cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out. I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support. I'd beg you to resist, but you've already surrendered your will to her, haven't you?
Technically not.
Anything to get out of this hellhole. It's a new experience. You should try being possessed sometime. There's nothing else like it. Your body inches along the corridor, every step more difficult and painful than the last. Your joints stiff and unresponsive, the shattered bones of your ankle grinding ceaselessly, as if they're fragmenting, then reforming, then snapping all over again as you make your way towards the outside world.
That was a lot of so's.
But despite the anguish, it doesn't feel like the exit to the cabin is getting any closer. If anything, it's getting further away.
That's not right.
Please, just let her out. It's pointless, isn't it? I can't stop her without you, and you'd already given up by the time we met. No, screw that. The hallway gets even longer. It really is, isn't it?
I walked to it. I placed your bloody hand on the door. I made you twist the handle.
Isn't saying all of this his job?
He's gone.
Okay.
Oh, he really is, isn't he? I had a feeling you could deal with him for us.
Nice.
Nothing. He dealt with himself.
This is it then.
Okay, I can't comment on that.
I just hope it's a way out.
The handle clicks as we push forward. The air is different here.
Step outside the bounds, Kevin, you feel another violent tear. A rhythm that cuts all the way down to your soul. Oh, you're once again separated from everything that had nestled in the deep crevices of your body, from everything that isn't you.
We're us again. How interesting. We actually won, didn't we?
I don't think so.
What is happening to me?
Goodbye.
She's gone.
Do.
I'll
Nope.
beg you. This is going to do something to us. I can feel it. Ignore the cowards.
Yeah, it's gazing through the reflection. Phew.
Something fine.
What happens now?
Nothing. There is. Bring me.
Make me forget.
She asks. You won't.
And I die.
The interior of
Alright.
the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale. The blade is your
Alright, we got this. We got one last one to get, I believe.
Who's there?
She said, "Don't let it fool you."
Hmm?
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs. She's
Do-do-do.
so focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Nuh-uh.
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide. You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten.
You poor thing.
You step forward.
Okay, no, something doesn't seem right.
The interior blade.
Take
You
the blade, enter the basement.
the door to the pervo.
Who's that?
She said, "Don't let it."
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's so cold. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the...
Look, Harry, don't you dare. It's fine. We can just.
Drop it.
The blade
Thank you.
Yeah. Let's go.
against your better judgment. You will be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Hmm.
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. Well, we can always put that knife...
Her sharp eyes. She isn't suggesting what I. She is.
Hmm. Okay.
Oh, have
You know what.
Locked away.
That seems like a pretty good comp. Leaving her alive is too risky.
One way or another, I'm going to... And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You
That's
have
kind of
to
what I'm
make
counting
sure-
on right now.
I know you think this is it's a chance we'll have to take.
You're making a mistake. It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains. Either way, she
Nah,
dropped
let's go.
You'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once... Okay. You settle in against the far wall. It isn't long before you start to drift.
I know you're still there. It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyway.
She sounds
Nah.
as she violently rattles.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece
Uh-huh.
by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it.
That's fine.
You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting it. No. Just ignore her. Maybe the banging and wailing will stop if you put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you
Dun, ta-da.
can. You
Big
jolt
time.
awake in the middle of the night.
Ooh.
Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the prince, it isn't all at once. Whose side
Yeah, I
is
think I got
yours?
this one.
So helpless.
She steps
Nah,
closer.
let's just go.
Maybe, what a shame.
Your lungs.
I'd say better luck next time.
It can't
This
be.
is chap-
Everything goes dark.
Chapter 2, The Witch. Chapter 2, The Nightmare. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Memories. I need to get... You! There is...
Your arm up, your... You make your a warning. She will... We're not going to ignore. The interior of the blade.
Sent to the basement.
The door to her voice is... Don't let it...
Wait, really?
I
Yeah, okay.
Upstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
So I
You
think...
walk down the stairs and lock up. She's beautiful. I
I don't
am
know.
begging you to...
Hi. I can't believe you. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
You were lying when you said you were here to rescue her, but regard...
Okay.
Let's examine the chains.
Only making this more difficult.
Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
No, I'm not.
No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No, I
Maybe
don't.
it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just...
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be here.
Is someone else... You
By the
try
door.
the door. Your shouts and you're here to slay the... You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yes.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely heads as she rips her flesh. It's the blade from upstairs. Or we could use... You won't like what...
Slay the princess.
Without hesitation, you bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Fine.
I'm sorry.
The wound drives her to the ground. Okay. There's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
Yeah.
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us.
Probably.
It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure.
Yeah, did you just say she's unarmed?
Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your blade cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw. Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got. Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can still turn this around. You steel your resolve and take another step closer to the princess. Excuse me? What's this about not making it out of... Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation. Can you not feel all those gashes and holes pulling you apart? You take another step.
I think I'm getting the wrong end in here.
Silence. You've paid a terrible...
If you think this is it, you're sorely mistaken. One way or another, I'll make sure you pay for this.
I don't know if I got the right chapter 2. Okay, no, I did get the right chapter 2. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cab. You're here. Oh, she will lie. Don't worry.
Oh, hi, opportunist. I don't like you.
The interior of the cab. The blade is your
Take the blade.
You take the blade. Well, if we're that's not...
Yeah, to the basement.
Door to the basement. The weak starlight from the the air smell her voice.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
I mean...
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are.
And I remember what you've done.
She
That's
must
okay.
have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation.
Maybe.
You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. Do you want to hear whatever
no.
we need to... Fine, fine. You're the boss.
I just want to go. I want to give you.
Thank you. You can just make out the shape of the princess.
And there you are. One hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
She's acting like the two of you. Oh, that's pretty sharp. Call it. Well, you seem. Do you remember us then? No, I don't.
Nah,
understand.
shush,
Is it all about
shush.
just focus? Let's
Shush,
Shadow
shush.
talk to her.
Well,
Um. Give her the blade.
You can't be serious. No,
I am.
Hold on. We should put this to a vote. The blade is one of our most. As do I. You abstain.
Yeah, it's not a democracy.
You're going to get everyone killed. You know that, right? But of course you do.
Of course I do.
Toss the blade at the princess's feet. She eyes it with suspicion before kneeling down to pick it up.
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you?
You hear a clanging of metal against the dirt floor when the chains fall from the princess's wrist.
That's kind of
She could have
neat.
gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart. It's a shame we just gave her a weapon, because if I were her, I'd use it on us right now.
I
For
mean,
us, you're not her. Oh, we sure think alike, though. I can promise you that. Whatever you say next, you better make it count. She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
What do you think happens now?
mm, um, I'm just gonna remain silent.
You and the princess share a knowing look. And then she buries the blade in your heart.
That's
What?
fine.
No. I told you. I told you this is what she was going to do. Glee
That's fine.
dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
I did it. I got you. You...
The princess seems to tremble, her smile fading quickly, replaced with concern. Her nervous eyes brim with tears.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
But you don't have the strength to respond, nor do you have the time.
Fades to
goes
black,
dark,
and I die.
and you die.
And we get the Thorn, the last vessel to unlock. Fuck yeah!
You're on a path,
Path
in
in the woods.
She stabbed us. She actually stabbed us. Of course she stabbed us. We gave her the blade, which, I might add, I voted against.
Voted against.
But the whole point was that she wasn't supposed to do that. The whole point of giving her the blade was to break the cycle of violence, and she just killed us anyway. I guess it really doesn't matter if she killed us, though, right? We're back here, which means that everything's fine, or fine adjacent. Maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time. We've already proven to her that we can change. Maybe that's all it'll take to show her that there's another way to do things.
Oh, probably.
You know, maybe you're right. In which case, I suppose the only thing to do is to get back to the cabin and give it another try.
You just straight up don't just don't care. You just on board with everything. As long as you're just on board with everything, unless it's
Give what another try exactly? You are aware I've been like that changes anything. We all know the game is rigged. It doesn't even matter if she's nice this time. I'm sure he'll find a way to turn us against each other. Great. So you've obviously been here before, since you apparently died at least once. Twice, actually. Sure. Twice. Then I'll
Nah,
spare...
fuck off. To the cabin!
It isn't long before you find yourself at the base of the cabin. I think it's clear where I don't know if I'd say... You talking about me? I have a position. Ignore him, he's just talking for talking's sake.
Nah, shut up. I don't want to hear about either of you.
The interior of the cabin is hardly an interior at all anymore. The burned-out ruins merely suggest the shape of the structure that once stood here, charred wood still reeking of ash. But beneath it lies the fresh smell of spring growth after rain, the promise of new life in the wreckage of the old. The only furniture of note is the crisp shell of what was once a table, a pristine... Wait, we gave it to her last time. She can't still have it, can she?
Maybe.
Well, it's not here. And if she has it, let me guess, you want to get all chummy with her. Look, as far as I see it, if it's between him and her, I say we side with the one who has the weapon. It's just the smart thing to do. I wouldn't be so hasty. I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere. She can't have it. That's not how this is supposed to work.
It works how I say it works, and this is the way it's supposed to work now.
Of course we don't get to make a choice about the blade. Every single time we come back here, something has to be different. You step forward and approach the scorched entryway leading to the basement, hesitating before you begin the descent. Might as well take a look while we can. There's nothing else to do here now that the knife has been taken from us. You reach forward and wave your hand through the hollow entrance leading to the basement. What are you doing? Figures. Well, seems like the only way to go is forward, isn't it? Yes, that's where everything tends to be. Let's just put on a good face and have our wits about us. You step through the frame of scorched wood and make your way into the darkness below.
Fair enough.
The stairs to the basement are covered in a fine layer of gritty ash. The air still feels warm, as if the fires that ruined this place had only recently been extinguished. Yet fresh shoots of thorny branches are already weaving themselves through the soot-covered earth of the walls around you. Their spines point courteously down towards the basement, so you're able to brush past their jagged points with ease, at least on the way down. But you don't need to think about the way back up just yet. That's a matter for after the world's been saved. I'd say this feels like a trap, but you practically said as much. Yet you still want us to keep going. They're only thorns. I'd say getting a few scratches in exchange for the lives of everyone in existence is a fair trade. I'm sure you'll manage. Her voice, worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
I can't get away from you, can I? We kill each other and you come back. You let me kill you and you come back. I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from me. I think you know how this goes. I'm down here and I can't leave. So, come down and talk. It's not like I can stop you.
You continue down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth edges of thorns that grow more and more plentiful as you make your way forward.
That's fun.
You step out into what was once a vast open cavern, now overrun by briars and prickles and thistles. The space thick with hostile vegetation.
I gotta save you.
At the heart of it all, encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess. Her bloody, trembling hands clutching a pristine blade.
Did you know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh?
I think I'm gonna free you. I feel bad this time.
I want to trust you.
Her grip tightens on the blade.
But you're hiding something, aren't you? Why would you help me if you weren't helping yourself?
Top one.
The princess clutches the blade closer to her chest.
That sounds nice. I'm so tired of the bad blood between us. But it's hard to let it go. You've hurt me.
Her eyes dart away from yours for a brief moment.
And I've also hurt you.
That's okay. Nah, let's try this one.
I don't know. What can either of us really say at this point? How can we trust something as hollow as words?
She's right, there's nothing left to say. So let's get a move on and do something before she comes up with a scheme to get out of here on her own.
And she does that, that's fine.
Careful with that one. He's not the smooth negotiator he thinks he is. But it does feel like we're stuck until we do something. If there's even anything to do besides make things worse.
Pretty much.
We're not making things worse. I think she wants to trust us.
Well.
You reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your palm on her trembling fingers. For a moment, she clutches it even tighter, her knuckles going white with the effort. But then the tension fades. Her grip finally loosens and she allows you to take the weapon. You carefully pull it free from the thorns, though they scrape at your skin, leaving red trickles of fresh blood all along your arms. I'll be damned! She really gave it to us.
Yep.
Feels like it's been so long since we've held real power in our hands. I wonder what we should do with it.
Not what you or the narrator suggest.
We free her, obviously. It's the right thing to do.
It's pretty much the only thing we haven't tried.
I think you're right. She's as much a victim in all of this as we've been. Besides, it would really stick it to him to free her.
Yep.
Or, hear me out, we slay her. Right here, right now. She's never been so helpless, and if we don't take advantage of that, we may never get another chance.
Buddy, you know what? Just for you, I'm going to save over this one.
That sounds like a splendid idea. You should listen to him. We've all said our piece. Now it's time to make our move. It's 2 against 1. It's 2 against 2. You don't, and why shouldn't he count? Because he's clearly not one of us. That doesn't matter. He's been with us the whole time.
You should get a say.
So, did you mean it? Or was I a fool to hand my life to you?
Here, we'll save this one here, actually. There are 3 options. That's going to be fun. Cut her free.
Yes, what a good idea. Let's cut her free. Oh, so you're suddenly team free her. You can't just switch sides as soon as we make a decision.
That's all he's
I'll
done.
do whatever I want, and I believe with my whole heart that this is the right course of action. Let's free this princess.
Then you're going to suggest we
Even if
kill
he'll
her.
stick a knife in our back as soon as he has the opportunity, it's still better to have him nominally on our side. At least that gets him to shut up for a while. See? We're all friends here, united in our actions and intentions.
No.
Yeah, united. But the other one has a point. If it keeps you quiet, sure, we're all friends.
No, we're not.
Take the blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess, and she flinches, relaxing only slightly as the blade slices into the thick vegetation rather than her arm. And she flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if, after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart. But you're not going to do that, are you? Still, all it would take is a single slip of the blade. Is that really all you've got, threatening us with an accidental misstep? I expected more from you. Our blade didn't even waver when he said that. Yeah, you're right, he's a bit of a nobody, isn't he? Good thing I've been on your side of all this since the beginning.
No, you haven't.
The princess falls into your arms, tears streaking down her cheeks. I can't believe you're making me describe this. I hate you.
You actually meant it. You rescued me.
Of course. Of course I did.
She smiles, her hand slipping into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs. Shameful, really, that the same thorns that so graciously allowed you downstairs are now blocking your only way out.
But I have a knife.
You're getting desperate, aren't you? Even more proof that you can't actually do anything to stop us. We cut through those other vines just fine. They're only thorns. I'm not afraid of getting a few scrapes. I'm not even sure we need to do any cutting. We can just move them out of the way. What a pathetic showing, really.
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here. We're both meant for so much more than this.
This seems like a really happy ending. I'm gonna cut through them.
As you swing your blade into the thorns covering the basement stairs, they yield. Both you and the princess ascend the stairs without obstacle. This is unacceptable. The second you step out of this cabin with her, the world ends. Do you hear me? What did the world ever do to you to deserve this?
Technically, whenever we kill her, the world ends, and whenever we go with her, the world also ends, so...
It feels so good to hear you say that you're admitting you've lost, and we've bested you at your own game at last. I don't care what happens now. That's all I've wanted. You and the princess hesitate at the cabin door. This is your last chance.
Maybe, but that's okay by me.
We've already made our decision.
We're finally leaving here together, aren't we? And all we had to do was trust each other. It wasn't easy, but I'm glad we finally could.
Step into freedom.
Hands clasped, the two of you open the door and step out into a new day, you irredeemable murderers.
What do we do now?
I don't know. You're still very pretty.
Where's everything going? Why is it so cold?
Oh, now I feel bad. I gotta continue, though. Right. Uh-huh.
She's gone, and there's that...
Touched me. Nor you.
This is going to do if they think it's bad.
Do. It's you.
Something. I am a person. We are ocean. Nothing. There is.
Okay.
She asks that I tell you won't.
Woohoo! We did it. Alright, now we go back to the main menu. Go to memories. And look, we have all the vessels. Now, oh wow, we got most of these. Kiss the girl? Wait, what? How do I get that one? I want that one. I don't know how to do that. But anyway, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to fill out the gallery on my own time, and then when I'm done, I'm going to showcase it once I get it done. But I am going to showcase it. I'm going to figure out how to get all these, and then when we get them done, we're going to go through them all. Like that. For every single one of these in an episode. I would like to know how to do this one, though. That would be fun. And the end of everything. Which is going to be fun. But I think in different vessels I bring is going to change things. So what I think I'm going to do is make a list of the vessels I want to go through first. And then get it, because I think I need to bring her a total of 5. And I'm thinking I want to bring her the hypothesis. I think I want to bring her this one. The Wraith. The Den. Probably the Gray and the Cage. But I don't know yet. But yeah, with all that said, I hope y'all have enjoyed, and peace the fuck out.